I feel like you know what you need to do? Literally. You
Type
go
out
into
an
the
essay.
game. No. Come on now. You don't need to. It's 2023, right? You don't need to type an essay, right?
Yeah.
Just 1 second. Where is it? Oh yes, perfect. Just send them this
Hello guys,
video.
and welcome to Studio. Today we're gonna be doing 1 minute guide. So
Oh, your 1 minute guide.
just send them this, and you're
Wait,
like,
was it your channel that I saw the Blitzcrank hook thing on?
yeah, my channel.
Yeah, okay. So, after I saw that, I did some messing around with it and stuff. So, you can actually dash other CCs and stuff as well, but they will still take effect after the dash is over. But the duration starts during the dash, and you won't be CC'd still. So, like, you can dash stuns. Like I dash Pantheon stun. So when Pantheon W'd to me while he was in the air, I E'd to something. So I wasn't under him on the stun, so like his Q wouldn't hit me, but like the damage still went on.
Mm. Yeah. If
I
you
don't know
time
if
it
you knew that,
right,
but yeah.
yeah, you can do it with other kinds of CC. You can also dodge with a freaking Namiar. Can you imagine that? You
Oh
can
yeah, and
dodge
you
fucking Namiar. Like it's so broken.
it's what was it? The only thing that it doesn't work on is Thresh Hook. No matter how many times I tried it, doesn't
Yeah,
work.
because like if it connects, that's it. You know,
No,
that's
but
it.
I'm
It's
saying
gonna
like
pull
even
back.
if you once it's like coming to you, even if you dash, sometimes you still get hooked by it. Like even if you've dashed like before the hook gets to your model, if your dash like doesn't complete before the hook gets to you. It's weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like it catches you up like mid-air, you know, like mid-dash,
Yeah.
and then it drags you
Yeah.
back, and you're like, "The fuck is this? Like, is this bug or what?"
Because it
Because it
like
will,
pulls you on like an angle. It's weird.
yeah, it like becomes two hooks, two separate hooks, and then
Yeah.
drags you back. Yeah, I don't know. Trash hook is weird. Trash hook is weird. Do you dodge with Ali combo?
Yep. You can
Oh my
dash
god.
through Ali's headbutt.
You can dash through it, right?
If only if you time like it has to be like so perfectly timed.
I
I've
don't
only
know.
pulled it off one time by accident, had no idea.
Yeah, I can't actually like pull it off consistently, like dash him through the
Yeah.
Ali. I can stop his like knockback, right? But I
Yeah.
can't do anything else. Only that. But yeah, what else? That's
Oh,
about it.
I wanted to ask you. So
Mm,
Enryu's a big supporter of Dirk into Zeal,
yeah.
and you don't build Zeal. So I was curious why.
Uh, because Zeal got nerfed, right?
No, I get that, but do you not feel because I go Bloodline every game. I don't take Alacrity.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so do you not find that sitting on like Dirk Zeal as opposed to like Dirk Pickaxe Crit Cloak doesn't feel better?
No, it feels awful because you're delaying your 2 item power spike for some attack speed, crit, and what else? Movement speed, right? And movement speed is kind of useless
Yeah.
because you're only getting like 5% because it got
Yeah,
nerfed.
that's fair. I personally just feel like when I'm sitting on Dirk Zeal, I'm just a lot stronger than when I'm sitting on Collector. It's just like I don't know
Yes,
why. I just that's how the like when I'm playing the game, how it feels.
yes, I agree with that. But what happens when you get 2 items?
No, then you kind of feel locked. Like I see what you're saying because when if I opt to go because I still build Collector, right?
Yeah.
Not Collector, Galeforce. Not all the time, but let's say I'm into
Whoa. Never built
no.
Galeforce.
I'll tell you why. So let's say like their team comp, right? Let's say they have Zaya and a ranged support, and then they have a ranged mid laner like a caster, right? Like an Azir. In that game, I would go Gale Force because movement speed. I never build boots unless I need to build Mercury treads for something. I always leave boots until I have every item. I just sit on my magical footwear. And
Hmm.
then the reason I do the Gale Force is so that I can E in, and then if I need to Gale Force to gap close more for the R, then I can. and I've just found that Galeforce dash has been more beneficial to me in team fights than maybe getting a second Navori W. But that's just like how I feel when I play the game. I'm not saying I still think that the best damage build is definitely Navori Collector, LDR. Like those three
Yes,
items.
and no Zeal, no Zeal.
No, I agree that like if I have a lane where I can just free scale and like CS no problem and just build items when I want to, I think that that's the best build. I just think that in a lot of lanes, especially when supports don't understand how Nilah works, that you're at a disadvantage and that different builds help. Like if I like am snowballing into a Draven, I'm gonna go Eclipse because I know I can just one shot him on cooldown. Even though I know that Eclipse sucks because I don't get the crit. Right? But I feel
Yeah, but you don't need the Eclipse to actually shit on Draven.
No, I'm not saying that I need the item. I'm just saying that I find if I'm snowballing, the Eclipse helps me snowball faster, especially if Draven's the only range champ. Like if it's a Draven Pike or a Draven Nautilus or something, I feel like the Eclipse feels even better almost. Because I also run, I don't take Futures Market. I take a Cosmic Insight.
But you're way weaker. Oh, wait, what? Why do you take Cosmic Insight?
If I'm going Eclipse, or I take it in general just because I like the lower cooldown on Cleanse or Ghost if I'm running Ghost.
Okay.
I've never been I've never been a fan of Futures Market ever. Like I've just never liked using that rune because I never like spent the time to do like the math or anything on it for like if it's worth it. So I've just never bothered even playing with it, if that makes sense.
So you're okay being behind 1 kill for free in mid game. You're okay with that? For the Cosmic Insight.
As I said, I've never done the math, so I didn't even know that that's what the math equates to.
Are you okay being 2 kills behind in mid game just because you don't take Futures Market? Are you okay with that?
No, but how does that equate to, like, how does taking Futures Market equate to 2 kills in the mid game?
Because you have more gold to actually spend, if it makes sense. I know you're gonna get minus 50 right after you leave the base when you get in depth.
I was thinking the minus 50s would balance out, no? Or no?
Alright, so let's assume it's mid game, right?
Yeah.
There's so many times when you have already like 2 items, right? You're really strong, and you have to base with like, let's say 350 gold, right? 350, 400 gold, like you don't have enough for crit claw, right?
Yeah.
And you have 2 full items. And that crit claw would be so freaking nice because it would give you like 3% damage on Navori and plus shitloads of damage from your like everything on your Q on R, like it's so much, right? And you're unable to get it just because you don't have Futures Market. You know what I'm saying? And then automatically what's gonna happen? A fight gonna appear in mid game, and automatically you're gonna be way weaker. But
can I also say like the same thing for like, say like you got hit by an Ash arrow and then you had the cleanse and then you have your cleanse up 30 seconds sooner going into the next fight.
Do you utilize that? Like, let's be honest. How many times do you utilize that 30-second timer, and how many times does it actually save you?
100%. I'm sorry. I'm not disagreeing with you. I like to devil's advocate situations just to like get more like in-depth reasoning behind like why somebody says something. So like when you say like, and then I come back like what you say, and then I come back with like the counter of like, oh, but this situation, and then you're like, how often do you actually do that though?
Exactly.
And then it's like, see, you're backing it. Like for me, that's how I like justify things. So like to me now it makes more sense. It's like, yeah, honestly, like in that 30 seconds, you probably really don't make that much of a benefit out of it, right?
Exactly. Like even like Challenger, you're not gonna see like these timings being abused that much, right?
No, 100%.
Exactly. And for Futures Market, it's gonna be consistent, right? You consistently have the option to go in depth. You consistently have the option to become more powerful by spending the gold that you don't even have, right? To go in depth. And the later the game goes, the more important the item's gonna become, right? The more important it's gonna be finish that one item, right? That LDR, for example, getting it sooner, right? One kill sooner, it's huge. It's huge. It's a huge benefit for the next fight, right? And that fight can be always last fight, right? Because the late game timers are so long. So automatically what's gonna happen, a fight breaks out and you need to deal as much damage as possible, right? Because yesterday I was coaching a master player who's 300 LP, and of course he didn't play on his main, he played on his Smurf, which is D2, because he doesn't play Nilah, he plays freaking Samira. So it's pretty similar playstyle.
Can I ask you a question quickly while you're explaining this? Just because I want to know your opinion before you finish this explanation. So people try to tell me all the time I should pick up Samira because she plays very similar to Nilah. Do you actually think the two champions play similar? Because I don't.
The playstyle is similar, right? The playstyle, you basically all in, right? And you try to go for resets, for example, with Samira, right? You just go in and you look for same opportunities. But the playstyle in lane is very different. Very different. But in team fights, it is same concept, right? You wait for someone to go in, they waste their CC, you go in and with Nilah, right? Same with Samira.
I just feel like in a sense of more like Nilah can be her own engage if she needs to, where Samira can't as much. You know what I mean? Like if Samira goes in without any CC or anything to proc her passive to get her ult, like it's not going to be as fun of a time.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the team fights, right? Not like going for picks, because you don't want to engage team fights alone. Let's be honest, you don't want to be the first one going in. That's not gonna be ideal.
I'm really bad at that. I will whenever I see an angle for like a 4 or 5 man ult, I just pull the trigger, and then like sometimes I just throw games doing it, and it's something I'm really bad at doing. But I see the angles in my eyes just light up.